Betting odds are out. Updated betting odds are out on teams to win the national championship next season. Who's going to cut down the nets in April? And the updated odds reflect a position that I hold very strong on. Purdue is the team to beat for next year's national championship. They are alone as the betting favorite at pretty much all the sports books. I've added this and checked all of the big ones today. Purdue is 10 to 1 to win next year's national championship in college basketball. Houston and Duke are tied for second at 11 to 1. UConn, who we have kind of floated as the second team here, is fourth at 15 to 1. Then you get into BYU 16 to 1, St. John's 17 to 1, Kentucky 18 to 1, Kansas 19 to 1, and rounding out our top 10, Michigan 20 to 1, and then Louisville 22 to 1. Dion, do you think that it is correct for Purdue to be alone as the betting favorite to win the national championship next year?
Alone, no. Tied and or in the mix, absolutely. I think Purdue, if you don't have Purdue top three betting odds, I think you're crazy. But alone it feels early. I will say I already have three futures out there, and Purdue is absolutely one of them. And I got the Purdue one before some of the commits, so I got really good odds on the Purdue one as well. But I think Purdue should be, if not at the top, like one or two. Alone it feels early for anybody to be alone for what it's worth.
What odds did you get before the roster was finalized?
Let me double check. I think it's like plus 1700
I'm
though.
gonna say I feel like they were around 1600 last time we saw, which is 16 to 1. All the way down to 10 to 1 is a pretty big rise, but I think the rise reflects what Matt Painter has done, adding Oscar Clough, Omer Meyer. It's a great roster.
It was, yeah, plus 1700.
Yeah. Okay. So I think this is why Vegas is Vegas. I think they nailed this. I think they almost always nail it. It's very rare that you find an inefficiency in the market with something like this from the sports books. But this is exactly what I would handicap it as. I might change some of the second tiers around or second teams pricing around a little bit. Because I look at the numbers I just raised. The bets I want to make are UConn 15 to 1 and BYU 16 to 1. Those are the two that feel like value to me. I feel like they should be even with Duke at 11 to 1 at minimum, and you're getting some additional value there. But this is exactly how I would handicap the top of this. I would put Purdue slightly ahead of whoever you're putting second. And to have Houston 11 to 1 and Purdue 10 to 1, that's basically what I would do. I think if you gave me Purdue at the exact same odds as Houston or Duke or others, it would make me bet Purdue. In fact, I like the value on Purdue at 10 to 1 right now. It's certainly not 17 to 1. It's hard to shake that mentally, but man, I really do believe this team has the best roster. They have the best player, in my opinion. And an underrated element of this that I know isn't lost on Purdue fans, the title goes through the state of Indiana next year. Today's video is presented by Underdog Fantasy.
Well, what's going on with your hat?
Well, my hat's not supposed to be this way, is it?
I don't think so. No.
Just like people who watch these videos are not supposed to not sign up for Underdog Fantasy using promo code SLEEPERS. At the time of this recording, we have 49 people who have signed up as a first-time user with Underdog Fantasy. Use promo code SLEEPERS. 50 is a very, very important number. 50 is a number we would really like to get to. You, loyal listener, person watching this video right now, could be the person who gets us over the hump with number 50. And we have a great free pick that you get with this. Donovan Mitchell to score at least 1 point. How many points did Donovan Mitchell have in game two, Cart?
I believe he was too short of 50 with 48.
Yeah, he had 48 points, 50. Very key number for a lot of reasons. If Donovan Mitchell scores 1 point, you cash in your free pick, and you can get your deposit match bonus up to $1,000 with promo code SLEEPERS. Sign up, put the promo code in, SLEEPERS. Get that deposit match, get yourself free funds, use the free pick, cash that winner, and turn your hat the right way. This run through the Final Four will go through Indianapolis if Purdue gets there. And good Lord, you don't want to see Purdue on a neutral site game in their own state with a championship on the line.
I think you need to place the Purdue future, G. Because I
Think
think,
so?
well, if they make the Final Four, you and me in Indiana as Boilermakers, that could be special. Also, what odds did you say UConn was at?
UConn's 15 to 1.
Damn. I got them 14 to 1 before Caravan returned, and I thought like the Caravan return would jump them into the Purdue class of things.
It is kind of shocking, yeah. I'm not all that sure why they've dropped a little bit since Caravan returned. Yeah, I think so too. My only thing is now that they're at 10-1, like I said, I kind of got to shake off the idea they were 17-1. I'm also not a huge actual place the futures bets guy. I'm just too impatient. Like I want to be betting money that I'm going to get resolved quickly. I don't love waiting and waiting and waiting. But I don't know. I think 10-1 is good value. I really do. And I think if I had to guess, if you bet Purdue at 10-1 right now to win the title, those odds will only go down as the season goes on. Like I would bet we enter the tournament with them like 6-1 or something like
Like I mean Duke's still at 10-1, right? Too.
that. Duke's 11-1.
11-1. Yeah, see, I think I would have Duke, Houston, Purdue all 10-1. I think those are really good odds for all three. And once we come into the tournament, I'd be blown away if any of them are below 6-1. I think you're gonna get I think Purdue easily could be like 4 or 3-1, and you really don't get good odds on them come tournament time at all.
Yeah, that's very true. Any super long shots you like?
Um, Let me take a look.
I got one while you look. I like Texas Tech at 25-1. I still think they're a couple pieces short, but God forbid if Darion Williams returned, like that last domino fell, and you got JT Toppin, Williams back, Christian Anderson, and then Lawan Watts on the wing. It's a top four team, and you'd be getting them at like 15th value.
What was Louisville at?
Louisville is 22-1.
I really like Louisville. I
Yeah.
like Louisville this year. I think I'm drinking too much of the Kool-Aid. You could probably say, and I'm probably too big of a fan. I really like throwing the L up, and that's really fun. So I just think they're a really fun team. I'm a huge Adrian Woolley guy. They have a lot of bets on the team. They don't have to play Michael Brown, in my opinion, which is massive. And I just think that's a really good roster. I would take Louisville 22-1 because they are one of those teams that could jump, and they have much worse odds come tournament time.
Yeah, it's true. Obligatory, if Carter Elliott was here, he would mention Creighton at 60-1. Creighton is roughly valued as like the 22nd best team in the sport per these odds. Carter has them tied for number one preseason. So 60-1, great value for Carter's number one team. Me personally, I'll sit back and just stare at that Purdue number. 10-1, I feel like they're the team to beat, and I think Vegas knows it.